Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. And I know you're like, where is Beachy Bunny at on this video? Well, I am in my backyard on the deck. It feels so good tonight. The wind is blowing, it's not too hot, there's no mosquitoes biting at the moment. So I was like, let me just film outside right now, okay? Because this is just perfect weather. So as promised, I am back for part 2 on how to travel solo. I will be sharing the last 10 solo tips I have for you to get started. So come on in on my channel. If you haven't liked or subscribed or shared with a friend, please do that at the end of the video or before the video. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to get that 1,000 subscribers, so it's pretty hard, but I feel like I'm gonna do it. It may take some time, but with your support and your views, I know I'm gonna make it. So come on, let's get started. All right, let's get started with tip number 11. So, sorry, I'm looking at my tablet. And tip number 11 I have for you is pack light. I cannot stress out enough to pack light because you are solo traveling. You're not going to have a partner to help you carry all your luggage. You're going to feel overwhelmed by having 3 luggages, and then you got to tote those things all through the airport, into your rental car, then into your Airbnb or hotel or whatever you're going to be staying in, the hostel, whatever. It's going to be a lot. So I suggest if you are getting started and you're doing a 3 to 5 day trip, just get a small little carry-on, suitcase and maybe a backpack, and that's all you need. You're gonna thank me, for telling you not to pack so heavy during your first solo trip. All right, we are on tip number 12, and tip number 12 is arrive early at your destination and avoid night travel. I say this because, okay, you're going to a new place. You've never been there before. Of course, you have your itinerary ready, but you still don't know the area. This is your first time. So make sure you are booking your flight early. Make sure you're getting your rental car early. And usually, like I said, check in at the hotel or Airbnb is around 3 or 4 o'clock. Make sure you know where you're going. You have enough time to get to your location. Just try not to travel at night if possible. If there's just no other flight available and you're getting there at like 6 or 7, hopefully you'll have a couple of hours to get to your destination and settle in, but that's always a good thing to travel early so you know how to get to your location. Tip number 13 is start your day early and end your day early. So for me, whenever I go solo traveling, I am stupid excited. Like, I'm ready to get started. I am rolling out of bed around 4:30, 5:30. I know that's probably super early for a lot of people, but when you're excited, you're gonna want to get up. You're not gonna want to sleep. So make sure you got your continental breakfast ready, or if you want to try a new coffee shop or a bakery nearby, get up at the crack of dawn, take your time, get up, get out, and start your day. And when I say end your day early, if you can't avoid it, unless you're going out to dinner, don't try to plan no activities late at night. Don't be trying to go to no club at like 10:30. Don't be trying to go to, a brothel or something like that at 12 o'clock. Make sure you check in early. So if you got dinner reservations at 6 or 7, get it done. Take your videos, take your pictures, blog it, whatever you're going to do. Get back to your place. So you have to, avoid all the night traffic or wherever you're staying, so you can just feel comfortable about going back to your destination where you're staying, and you won't have to get lost or ask directions. So start your day early and end your day early. All right, we have made it to 14, and this is something, if you are a phone nut, internet nut, whatever, or research nut, you will need to download apps to help you out. Yes, I mean, you can download maps if you're going hiking, off-road maps if you know you're not going to have no service. If you're going to a place that have events that has an app, download all those apps to make it easy for you. I like TripIt, because if you have not heard of TripIt, Google it. It's pretty cool. Basically, it connects with your email address, and when you book your flights, when you book your hotel, when you book your rental car, it syncs everything up to your TripIt. And then if you have activities you want to do for that day, all you have to go is in the TripIt app, add your add your activities in the TripIt app. You can put the time you want to start. So if you are going to go hiking at 8:30 in the morning and you want to be done at 12, you can just make basically a schedule for your whole day in TripIt app and just keep looking at it. If you got reservations, it holds your confirmation number. So I love the TripIt app for me. There's plenty of apps out there that can help you navigate to where you're at, but that's just something that I would like to do. If you're doing a bus tour, or whenever I went to Vegas, you can download like the City Bus app, and you can go ahead and buy your ticket, and all you have to do is scan your phone. You have everything right there. So make sure you plan ahead, see if there's any apps that would be beneficial for you around that area, and it would make life so much easier when you're traveling by yourself. We are on 15, and my number 15 tip is break out of your comfort zone. That means try some new foods. Google a restaurant that you thought you would never try. If something just piques your interest, just do it. If you've always watched TV and like said, oh, I want to go zip lining, book it. Get out of your comfort zone, because the more activities you do and the more activities you're comfortable with by yourself, you are going to have the best time. And if you run, into someone that's a solo traveler, boom, you got you a partner right there. I always do stuff like that to get out of my comfort zone. I didn't think I would ever like hiking by myself, but I do. I love hiking. I love whenever I go into the mountains, I will go do the Alpine coaster. I didn't think I would like the Alpine coaster by myself, but that junk is fun. So get out of that stage where you feel like you have to have someone, because you do not have to have someone to do stuff. I think a lot of people struggle with, I think the number one topic that people struggle with if they're going to start on solo, traveling, is eating by yourself. Yes, it is going to be hella weird. I'm sorry, it's just going to be weird. But once you tackle that first restaurant, and you like, if you like a booth, or if you like the bar area, if you want to sit outside, you will learn to like things once you continue to do it. And going out to eat is not a bad thing. Getting a drink by yourself is not a bad thing. So break out of your comfort zone. Do something new. There's Facebook communities that you can find, and for that area, maybe join a painting group or whatever, something that you would never do, just to break that ice, so you can be an avid person who does solo traveling, and you can do it all by yourself. So I suggest you just break out that comfort zone, be yourself, have a good time, and book things that you would never do. All right, tip number 16 is you are going to be by yourself. So always carry a portable phone charger. Make sure it is, before you even get on that plane, if you have one or two laying around the house, charge them up the day before you leave the hotel. Make sure you're charging them up. You do not want to be stranded somewhere and you only have 1% on your phone. You just don't want to do that. It is the most scariest thing. It's happened to me, and I have, learned that always carry, even in your purse, your backpack, whatever you're carrying, always carry a portable charger with the cord, the lightning cord. I have done that. I have brought the lightning cord, but not the charger, or I brought the charger without the lightning cord. So make sure you always have access to your portable charger. Make sure your phone is always stayed on a good percent, just in case you got to call somebody for an emergency, just in case you want to Google something, if you stumble upon something in the area. If you want to go out to eat for lunch and you're looking for Italian or whatever, you can just Google it and you won't have to worry about your percentage going down. Or when you're hiking as well, just in case of a 911 accident, you can always charge up your phone, you know. And oh, if you are hiking, to conserve your battery, put it on airplane mode. Just airplane mode. If you're taking a lot of pictures, videos, always put it on airplane mode, because that will save you so much battery life, I'm telling you. So it's just like if you're going on a airplane or cruise ship, just put it on airplane mode, but remember to turn it back on so you can get some service, so you can upload your videos to social media. All right, we have made it to 17, and 17 is send your itinerary to a family member or a friend. I cannot stress that enough. So many people start solo traveling and they get a little bit too comfortable and they're like, I'm not going to send my schedule to nobody. It is what it is. Don't be like that. We live in a crazy world where people are targeting people just because they are by themselves, or if you're a woman, or you're just, you just look vulnerable and you just don't blend in. Make sure you just share what you're going to be doing. I mean, it can be a simple text, be like, hey mom, I'm going to be hiking in Bear Lake today, and I should be done by 12. If you don't hear from me by 1 o'clock, make sure you text me and see where I'm at, or if I'm close to the hotel, something. If you have the TripIt app, I believe you can send it to family members to see the times that you're going to be doing all your activities for that day. Make sure you send your family your Airbnb or hotel number or wherever you're staying, so they can just keep, a tab on you to where you're at your location, because I would hate for someone to come up missing because of their negligence of thinking I shouldn't have to share, my information with someone. And there's a lot of people that don't have family. Well, send it to your closest friend. Maybe you should start thinking about that before you start solo traveling, is, do I have a dependable friend, or do I have a dependable family member to get to me or call if something happens? So those are things to just think about whenever you're solo traveling, just to keep up with. Make sure everything is up to date so they can be able to find you. Maybe send a picture to them, just in case they have to send it to the police, a recent picture of your trip or whatever. So that's a safety tip. I advise everybody, man or woman, to take that advice. Send your itinerary to your friends or family. All right, we're almost there. We're on number 18, and number 18 is avoid acting like a tourist. Yes, if you are going to Alaska and you're dressed like a Floridian with the flip-flops and shorts and everything about a Floridian, the sunblock, the glasses, the funny hat, the shirt with the flowers on it, you are going to stand out like a sore thumb. And when you stand out like a sore thumb, you are going to be noticed by people that you don't want to get noticed by. Make sure you just look on YouTube. I'm making a YouTube, but YouTube is your friendliest tool. So type in localist in Nevada. See what they're wearing. If it's cold, you can kind of blend in. If you have an accent, I'm not saying to hide, your accent, but sometimes it is. Just for you to, not look like a tourist. Don't be like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to take all this stuff back home. And what is this called? Do your research on that area. Just try to blend in. Don't act so touristy. Don't be taking pictures like you've never seen it before. If you're going to take a picture of something, like, oh man, let me just take a picture. Don't act crazy. I know you're excited inside and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm here, I made it, it's been 10 years in the making. Act normal. That's all I have to say. Just act normal. Don't be touristy at all. All right, we're on tip number 19, and tip number 19 is keep conversations short with strangers. If you're out and about, which you are, there's gonna be times where people will notice you and they want to know, where are you from? How old are you? What are you doing here? And that's okay to tell them. I wouldn't say that you're traveling solo. I would just keep that to a minimum just in case they're a weirdo or something, but keep conversations short. Don't let them in on too much information of why you're being there. Be polite, be courteous, but keep it short. There's too many crazy people out there, and they prey on people like solo travelers. And I've never said that solo traveling is going to be extremely safe, but you have to make it safe. So the less things you say to a stranger, I think the better you're off. Enjoying your trip. You won't have to worry about like, oh, is this person going to stalk me? Is this person going to, follow me because I blabbed my mouth too much? So be short to the conversation, be courteous, be nice, and move on. We have made it to tip number 20, and I think this is one of the most important tips that I can give you to start off as a solo traveler. And it is trust your instincts. I cannot, tell you enough. If something is wrong, if you feel like you're not in a good place, if you feel like something's about to happen, trust your instincts. They do not let you down. And I want a solo travel for you to be the best experience that you have ever had. I want everybody to be safe because I want myself to be safe. But if I'm going somewhere and I've never been there and I just get goosebumps and it's just not right, I'm getting out. I'm gonna save myself and whoever stays in that location or whoever's in that location, maybe they're meant to be, but I'm not meant to be at that location at that time. So always trust your instincts, always do your research. If it's not right, don't do it. Just do not do it. You see so much going on in this crazy world, and I would hate for something bad to happen because you didn't trust your instincts. Don't be getting in no car with nobody. Make sure your Uber is an Uber if you do end up Ubering. Make sure your GPS is up to date. Just make sure everything is going to go well for you, because this is ultimately your vacation. And you don't want nothing to happen on your vacation. So if something don't feel right, back out. You are there by yourself. You can't consult with nobody because they're not standing beside you. So make sure you trust your instincts at all times. All right, that's all I have for you. I probably have a million other things, but I'm not going to bore you with them. But those are my 20 important tips whenever you're beginning to solo travel. I will be on vacation coming up soon, so I will be posting some awesome footage. You just have to wait later on this week for me to get to that location. It's not a solo vacation, unfortunately. My solo vacation is coming up later on this year, but I'm going to be sharing some content and some footage with you, and I hope I will get you to come and like and subscribe to my channel. But with that ado, I am out. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you later. Bye.